tragedy as Redeemed School is on fire. Fire outbreak at Redeemed School. What could have caused the fire outbreak at Redeem? Who is behind it and why? Not quite long, we heard a very heartbroken information concerning the death of the first son of the man of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, the first son, 42 years old, who just died. And now we are getting information of the burning of the school. What is happening? Are we to say that the man of God has gone against the will of God? We can't see that. But then, with the look of things and the way things are happening, one can start thinking of such. One will start thinking of such. Because and to me, it's heartbroken and very, very disheartening. Okay? Now, in this very broadcast, it is seen that the Redeemed School, which happens to be the nursery and primary school at Damaturu, owned by Redeemed Christian Church, is completely razed down on fire. And as of this moment, as we speak, the management has not yet discovered what really is the cause of the fire outbreak, if truly anyone is behind it, or if the fire outbreak came up naturally. No one has been able to discover that. But I will tell you, based on my observations, that considering the situation of the country, it is very, very important that popular places like this, or organizations or group, need to be very, very careful and apply precaution in all that they do and in their style of life. Do you understand? So they're supposed to be doing that, but I don't know. I don't know what really is happening. Looking at the situation of things, it seems the fire is so much that it's really burnt down the school into ashes, according to the broadcast. That even the management of the school have to leave whatever that has to do with documents, because even valuables and every other very important document are said to have been set ablaze. Okay, let's go into the content and get the real picture of what the content is already talking about. The Shalom Nursery and Primary School, Damaturu, owned by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, has been razed down by fire. Punch reports that the fire started from the primary block of the school, burning the entire block down to ashes. Oh my God. The head teacher of the school, Mrs. Kemi Bacho, told Punch that the staff and management of the school were yet to determine the cause of the fire. She said that the school uses a prepared electrical billing system and always put off the entire electrical system in the school anytime the pupils were not in school. Also speaking on the incident, the pastor in charge of Yobe province of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor David Ikpemorati, said the fire incident was not ordinary. He said based on strange occurrences that recently happened at the school, they believe that the school might have been touched by some forces. Okay? He said, on Tuesday, 20th April 2021, we were called by one of our members that a woman coordinator of an Islamic school had taken some Amajiri children to our uncompleted property at Sabon Pegi area of Damaturu, Yobe State. She was sweeping the floor when we got there, and immediately we challenged her. She hurriedly left the scene with the Amajiri children, numbering over 20. We went to meet her in her school. She told us that one retired policeman asked her to possess the place. That same day, we wrote a complaint letter to the Commissioner of Police, Yobe State. 4 days after, the Commissioner of Police called us with a woman and the policeman, who was a former divisional police officer, begged us to forgive them for trespassing into our property. The pastor said the school that got burnt and the other school the woman trespassed was about 500 meters apart. He added, the police and the DSS gave us assurance that they will continue their investigations and will let us know if there is anything to do. Okay, so now we are trying to say that this is happening. This may be spiritual or human. That is what we are now looking at. Well, be that said, I will say that Redeemed Church of God on its own should take precaution. Take precaution. You know, precaution can come in physical or spiritual. You see, in the case of the woman discovered sweeping and trying to take possession of a particular environment, shows that the management doesn't have a complete eye on the whole school. I want to believe that there should be a department that should be carrying out surveillance and also be checking the school and make sure that no invader. And doesn't the school have camera mounted that will enable them to be seeing the whole environment and know who is invading and who is not invading? That is by the way. Now, for the fire outbreak, I always speak on this issue of not improper use of fire extinguisher. A school like Redeemed School should have numbers of fire extinguisher mounted on strategic points. Not one, not two, 10. So that before the arrival of this fire service, they should have been able to do justice with the available one mounted in the school premises. I always complain of this, and I always say it. I think the time has come for federal government to start checking on that, just the way they check people driving their vehicles on the roadside. So let me hear from you and know what your own opinion concerning all that has just been taken note of maybe. If you're new, click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.